So this is video 135 on solving equations. This is appropriate for Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4, and it will again be appropriate for higher and for foundation students. So it's a really important basic skill. I can't stress the importance of this. It helps underpin a lot of other areas of the syllabus. So if you know how to solve equations, you'll be better at well, all sorts of things. You'll be better at balancing fractions. You'll be better at dealing with brackets. You'll be better at solving shape problems. Lots of areas this crops up. Okay, let's go straight to question 2. So question 2 says x add 4 equals 19. So what this effectively means is something add 4 makes 19. And what you need to do is isolate x. Now the word isolate is somewhat appropriate at the moment, given how many of you are isolating. It means to get something on its own. So I want to put x on its own. Okay? So to isolate x, I need to get x on its own. The way I do that is I subtract 4 from both sides. So if I subtract 4 from here and I subtract 4 from here, then it will leave me with the thing on its own, whatever the thing was. So the thing, which we'll call x, is whatever 19 take away 4 is, which is 15. So a nice simple example, x is 15 in this case. Okay. So what you've really got to think about is isolating x and also something called the inverse operation. Okay, inverse means the opposite. So for example here, d divided by 2 makes 9.5. So what do I need to do to this side to get d on its own, to get rid of the divide by 2? Well, the opposite of divide by 2 is to times by 2. And if I times by 2 on this side of the equation, of the equal sign, I have to do the same on the other, which will leave me with d equals 19. So there's the answer to that one. I'll leave you then to try the next 3. Pretty straightforward. Question 5 may cause you some trouble, but there's 2 things you've got to do with question 5, okay? Have a go now. Please pause the video. Two. So there are 2 methods. Method number 1, I'll sort of split my page into 2 here. So on the one side I'm going to expand first. So 4 times a, 4 times minus 3, that will give me 4a minus 12 equals 22. And then you'll solve it like a normal equation. Okay, so add 12 to both sides. So I want to add 12 here and add 12 here. That will get the a's on their own as 34, and then divide by 4 on this side and divide by 4 on this side. And as you'll notice, this answer isn't going to be a whole number because 34 isn't in the 4 times table, so I need to be comfortable just understanding that I'm still able to divide it by 4. Half it and half it again. So half of 34 is 17, half of 17 is 8.5. So the answer then is 8.5. Second method would be, so if I start from this point, 4 lots of a minus 3 equals 22. What you could do is straight away divide by 4. Now what this does is it effectively cancels out this. It removes the 4 that's outside the bracket. So that will just give me a minus 3 equals, well, 22 divided by 4. Again, it doesn't come in the 4 times table, so half it and half it again. Which is half of 22, 11, half of 11, 5.5, and then add the 3 to both sides. So I'm going to add 3 on this side, add 3 on this side, giving me a equals 8.5, which is the same answer I got over there. So 2 methods, same answer. I'll leave you now to have a go at question 8 and 9. This is an example where you have unknowns, unknowns being the letters we're looking for, on both sides. So where that is the case, what you've got to do is you've got to bring all of the unknowns on one side. And how do you decide which side to bring them on? Well, you look at which side has more. So in this case, there are 5 x's on the right hand side and there are only 3 on the left hand side. So I'm going to bring the x's onto the right hand side. Okay, the way I'm going to do that is by, well, the opposite, the inverse of positive 3x is take away 3x. So I'm going to take away 3x here, and I'm going to take away 3x from the other side. Now what that does is on this side, that cancels that out, just leaves you with 12. On this side, 5x take away 3x is 2x, and the 4 stays where it is. And now it's just like one of the previous questions, which was a 2-step question. So now there are 2 more steps. Step number 1, take away the 4, giving you 8. And step number 2, divide by 2, giving you x equals 4. Or in this case, 4 equals x. It's okay if the x is on the right hand side. You know, it's the same thing. It means the same. These 2 things can be swapped around. No problem. Have a go now at question 21 and 22 by all means. You can pause the video here.